Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnan Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. Yes. Don't think yourself always this. You are a householder. He told me the topic to speak about the spiritual life that a householder should conduct. But don't have that awareness, I am a householder. There is not much difference between a householder and a sannyasi. We are going through the bypass, we are going through the city, that's all. We are going to meet there again. The goal is same. Where we are going to reach by renouncing the world, you are going to reach the same point, taking all the responsibilities and burden of the society. You are walking. We are freely walking without any burden. And God knows your responsibilities, duties, and burden that you have to carry. So you need not do much tapas or sadhana to reach your goal. The human life, the purpose of human life is mainly to realize God, to transcend the nature and go beyond. Swamiji says, Vinayakananda, each soul is potentially divine. Each soul is potential. We are potentially divine. We are divine, even otherwise. From divine we have come. We are passing through various experiences in this world and going back to the source. It may take many lives, but we are all moving towards the same end, the Satchidananda Sagara, the life eternal in peace, love, bliss, absolute. So that is what this one is drinking. So you will have to, how to transcend the nature and go beyond. Small duties of life, always remember your life here is not decided by you. We did not come to this world out of our option, though we are reluctant to go from here. We did not opt. We have been brought for what purpose? What is the difference between human and rest of the species in the universe? Varieties of species. Only difference is intellect, buddhi. Humans have been endowed with such an intellect which can know, search and understand the resources and powers of nature, utilize them to make their life here comfortable, joyful life. At the same time, with the same intellect, there is the capacity to take you beyond the nature and attain eternal freedom. The mukti concept also, we don't know exactly what it means. From mukti from where? I left my job, I got mukti from my office. I left my home, I got mukti from home. But did I get mukti from my own mind? Wherever I go, with the same mind, same body, same tendencies inside, where from the mukti? In Hindi there is a song. जग से चाहे भागल कोई मन से भाग न पाए. You cannot run away from your own mind. You can run away from the home. Same mind you are going to take and build another kingdom there. So the mind, that whole thing, the intellect God has given, nature has provided us along with the bodily existence to transcend our own limitations, inner imperfections. We have to get rid of and evolve. Evolution, the plan of nature is an evolution of Jiva. In everyone there will be three natures: animalhood, humanhood, and divinehood. Even in saints it was there. Pashu Bhava, Manav Bhava, Daiva Bhava. We have to destroy the animal in us, animalhood in us, transcend the humanhood, go beyond the humanhood, and manifest our inner divinity. If you walk, it must be divine. If you talk, it must be divine. Whatever you do, it must be divine. If you punish someone also, it must be divine. Because they accept it. When you punish, when a divine person punishes, they accept. They'll be happy. Amritanandamayi's ashram, you might be knowing, the hugging saint. Like this, many hundreds of people sit in the morning for meditation. Slowly they enter into sleep. Amma will keep so many stones. She will throw one by one. And you know the fun? They, from mother's hand it has come, they will pick up and keep it. Each has half gunny bag. Like that. It has come from mother. It's like something like abusing. But since it has come from mother's hand, they accept it. So this is how our divinity has to manifest. In householders' life, we don't get much time. Morning we have to get up, run, do all our duties of life, and come back exhausted. And where is the time? So we have to convert our life itself into a yoga. It must be a constant sacrifice unto God. Whatever you do must be like a flower falling at the feet of God. If you are just walking from there to there, every step must be offered to God. It is an essence of yat karoshi yadashnasi, yat juhosi dadasi yat. Whatever you do, offer it to me. Simple thing. In thought of God, if you are walking, one thing is God is taking care of you, He is with you. Another thing is every action gets offered to God. As far as possible, try to maintain divine awareness within you. The inner flow, like underwater current, divine thing must be going, divine awareness must be going on. Externally, you are extremely busy running about, doing all the duties of life. Yatishwaranji Maharaj was there, many of you may be knowing. He was in Germany for many times. Second World War time, he was in Germany. He is one of the important sadhus of our Ramakrishna mission. A realized soul who has reached both ends, the Saguna Sakara and Nirguna Nirakara. He was in Germany. Some devotees, he had initiated some devotees. And they would have holidays just like you people, Saturday, Sunday. In Germany, Saturday used to be half day. While going home, the devotees meet and go. Sundays there will be their work, homework. And one devotee, she was working in, I read his diary, from diary I noted. She was working in insurance company in Germany in 1936. She comes to Maharaj, goes down. First thing Maharaj used to ask, how are your spiritual practices? The rest thing will go on. How are your spiritual practices? If that is alright, everything is alright. She says, what Swamiji, what can I do? Morning I get up, I have 3 children. I have to feed them, look after them, do something, give them bath, this, that, and all, run. Sit in the bus, go 18 kilometers away. Those times buses. And again, come back. There, people with people, I have to get associated, run here, there. And whole day, I spend evening, I go back, I get exhausted. I have to feed my children. And then, how will I lie down? This whole thing will be, next morning I have to get up again, same routine. While going and coming in bus, I am doing a little japa. Calmly I sit and do. That's all what I do. Hitrishmanji writes below, these women complain of getting exhausted because of the workload, contact with the people, and activities. How beautiful is it? But the problem is neither the people, nor the activities, nor the load of work, nor the external contact. The problem is inner channels connecting to divine are cut off. If the inner channel connect to the divine are intact, they can do 10 times more work without getting exhausted. That inner channels have to link. So, inner, you get anchored in your inner Atma or the God within you. God is there within you as Antaryami, as the indweller, Antaryami. Get anchored there, then your boat can move about anywhere freely in this world. You will not be stained by. This is one thing. Another thing is there, don't keep anything as yours. Actually, nothing belongs to us here. Nature every day separates you from body, takes your dimension unrelated to body in this world. When you are asleep, you don't even know there is a body and waking state. So much separation she gives to show you nothing is here, yours. You are not this body. But while till waking up, I am separate. Waking up, exactly I say I am this body again. Where from that comes? Just like you leave the clutch in the vehicle, only engine was running, body also starts running. That happens. So don't keep anything, including body. Everything belongs to God. This land, how many people came from thousands of years and this is mine and went away. Now next person will be waiting there to say this is mine. How many people came and told mine and it belongs to God. It is there eternally here. And we are blessed to look after it for a few days, keeping that I and mineness in this. It is like train seat or bus seat. This is mine. You have to get on next. And there we see, the day you accept this, really, in the heart of heart, this belongs to God. From that day, worship has begun. Taking care of this, looking after this, everything is a worship. Your house, looking after your house, if it belongs to God, it's a worship. It belongs to you, it's a karma. Same lock, same key. One side it locks, one side it unlocks. So, children, we have right to give birth to a child. When you give birth to a child, I am blessed to be mother. I am blessed to be father of a child. But I can never say that child belongs to me. It belongs to God. It belongs to nature. You must see, if you leave the child and go, in no other species the child will die. If a bitch puts puppy and goes away, it will survive. It will not die. In human, if mother leaves and goes away, if nobody is there, it will die. That child, when it starts walking on the floor, if mother calls, it says, Nature is separating it from mother. 2 years old child will decide what it has to decide, eat. Mother cannot decide. How it is making independent nature, separate and independent. How can I say that child is mine? It is nature's. It has independent individual existence. I was blessed to give birth to that. But I have duties and responsibilities. It is under my trust. The whole building, the house, everything what belongs to you, it is under your trust belonging to God. You are only a trustee. So, any Konkani people here? No. Konkani speaking? No. Marathi Konkani? Konkani? Marathi. We say house, this one,
Gara
Vokala. That is taking the trusteeship of house. The housewarming is called in Konkani Gara Vokala. Vakal means I am going to become a trustee of the house. And from that day, I am looking after Lord's property. And the God's name or Kuladevata's name will be put on the house. It belongs to them. So whatever you do, going, earning, bringing, feeding the children, everything is a worship if the child belongs to God. Everything is a karma if the child belongs to you. Reality is nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to God. But we keep mindless in what doesn't belong to me, and worship was going on. I made it into karma and I am taking a bell and doing worship there. Worship was going on. Life itself is a worship. So we have to convert our whole life into a yajna, constant sacrifice unto God and nature. Nature must totally take care. How much God and nature might be loving you if you look upon all this as belonging to God. Even the office work, how diligently with great love you will be able to do. Now I want to serve you. How will I serve you? I will wash your clothes, I will wash your car, I will sweep your house. Looking after your house is service to you, serving you. All this is taking care of your things, is taking care of God's things is a worship unto Him, serve, seva to Him. It becomes puja. Whole lives get converted into. You need not sit here, there, a few minutes to check whether I am doing rightly or not. You have to sit in the morning, 15-20 minutes, and evening 15-20 minutes. Rest of the day, keep the meditative awareness. All that I do is a worship unto God. You have to convert the work into worship. That is yoga. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Kaushalam. Yoga karma sukhaushalam. Yoga karma sukhaushalam. In action, how to give up that mindness. It's question of skill in work is yoga. The skill is to see everything belongs to God, and it automatically gets offered to God. This is the main thing that we have to adopt is converting life into a constant yajna, sacrifice. Yajna means sacrifice always. Any kind of sacrifice you do for others, for God, any kind of sacrifice is called yajna. So life must become a yajna. It is possible. Every one of you can realize God in this life just by spending that morning few minutes that you spend, 5 or 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you can. Drop away all your past and future, present also, your duties, engagements, responsibilities, everything. Detach yourself from all things, drop away even the relationships with the world and all. Just like a newborn child, only you and God, your eternal companion. Few minutes you spend, again wake up and come. This will protect you throughout the day. You see that everything goes on smoothly and you are able to give love to all irrespective of their behavior. We have not learned how to love. Love must be unconditional. Whatever you are, still I love you is unconditional. You be as I say, I love you is a business. That is what that we see in the world. Little going against someone, it converts the love into anger, hatred, revenge. So, irrespective of what they are, love them all. Cultivate these few things in your life. This is the smooth path, easy path to God. Linking your inner channels connecting to divine, anchored in the God, and converting your life into yoga. Few minutes totally given to God, separating yourself from the entire world and giving yourself. Again you are busy. Alright, anything else? Any questions? Yes.
How do you teach this to the children? How do you kind of train the children to start these practices?
If we live a perfect life, then children will follow it. Life alone can transform life. Words cannot transform life. I was telling a dosa incident for children. You remember? After that mother came and she ran again, put on the stove, came and told Swamiji, I'm sorry. I have to tell him now. Because after 2 minutes, after you're going, I could have told. It becomes an information. Now it becomes an instruction. Immediately it changes. If I tell after 2 minutes, after you're going, it will not hit the iron when it is light. That one. And life alone transfer. Live a perfect life. Then, not that they will change, because in children, only 20% is parental traits. 80% is the software they bring from their past life. It starts working. So, from the birth, you have to watch the child like Madarasa and eliminate all negativity in them. The child is looking somewhere, you must understand what is inside. Child is not able to talk, but it looks. Negativity you have to eliminate. Put positivity, protect his positivity. That's how we have to bring up. Even before getting a child also, you have to do a lot of sadhana to give birth to a nice child, divine child. After that, we must take the responsibility of making him perfect and giving back to nature. That's an important part. We must walk with, you see, in this life, I have not touched money. Even if crores of rupees with me, it will not harm me. But I have no voice to tell, renounce and come, my child. If 5 rupees there in pocket, my dependence on God is less by 5 rupees. And I have no authority to tell him to renounce and come. I have not done a single call in mobile. They have put dictionary and given me. And in ashrama also they use without SIM card. I have not done a single call in my life. Any telephone. And especially cell phone. If they see cell phone in my hand, they will be in the internet. I have to renounce. I take just the food necessary. I'm eating whatever they give me here. But in ashrama, I take only ganji, gruel, some boiled vegetables if they give, I eat. Because they will ask me to, if I need nice dishes, they will ask me, next day we'll go to 5-star. Absolutely zero. Then they will follow.
Because some adults that I've come across, they will proudly say that we have been disciplined by smacking, like we've been hit, and that's why we are so disciplined and
No,
hitting.
no.
So I don't know what to say to
No.
this kind of
No, it cannot.
talks. I don't
See,
know how to say.
what is your intention in beating? That counts. I will tell you. Still, I have a child, suppose. वो मुझे किरकिरी कर रहा है, मैं मारती हूँ. I am being troubled, so I beat the child. Then the child will tell, I will do. What will you do? He will reward. Suppose your intention is, I don't know where he is going to be in future. Others should not get disturbed. Then you beat him. You will not talk anything and go away. Hidingly he will do. But you beat him thinking that he has to be light in the world. He has to wipe the tears of hundreds of children, others. You must be light to serve others, love others, give light to others. If you beat, I'm not doing it. Nature responds to nature. Beating also, what for you are beating? Then it will happen. Only your intention must be, you must be a good child in the world, good citizen, good to humanity. He has to leave some legacy behind. Serve as much as possible and go from this world. Then it is possible. Yes.
Earlier you were talking about like karma yoga, as for the householder, and how we should be mindful about our actions during the course of the day, How do we remember mindfulness during the course of the day? Especially, my wife and I, we have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, and our kids sometimes drive us crazy, like with tantrums and fights and all that stuff. And it's easy to just completely lose patience, and just kind of just scream at our kids. So I'm just wondering, how do you maintain mindfulness of who we are and our mindfulness of worship throughout the day. Because that's very easy for me to forget, even if I do 5 minutes in the morning or 5 minutes in the evening of prayer and stuff. It's during the day, especially like when life becomes crazy, it's just easy to lose control.
Yes. Two things you have to observe. One is unconditional love. When they make mischief, shout and go against our will and our break all the disciplines, still you must be able to give love. Unconditional love. What they are, whatever they are. Just like I was traveling in their vehicle. Our host is there. Traveling. He had put the GPS, what do you call it?
GPS, Swami.
GPS map. We missed the track. He never got angry. From there he is showing the path. We missed again. He never got angry or shouted. I have shown you the path. Why did you come here? No. From there it is showing how to go. Guru and parents are like that. They try to show you missed, all right, doesn't matter, my child. Come this way, come this way. You should not get angry or get disturbed. You must maintain the inner balance, inner equilibrium, and inner calmness. You have to maintain. You must be firm. We become little flexible in respect to ourselves. There we make mistake. And then, this is one thing to love. And another thing is, don't be affected by anything happening in the world. Three things shake us. One is situations of life. My grandchild has met with an accident. I start jumping about. Something, calamities happen in family, here, there. Don't be affected. We have duties to perform. Rush. But inner calmness and inner balance you have to maintain. Inner joy, your own joy should not be affected by situations of life. People around, they are most troublesome. People around. Within the house also. They will tell something and go away. Whole day we will be weeping. Don't be affected. Just calmly smile at them. Because everything is a passing event. In your school days, you might have fought with someone, you might have loved someone. Where is it today? Gone away forever. I came about an hour before. Where is it? It has gone away. So don't give much value to what is happening, but do your duties perfectly, with absolute perfection, with diligence, with prudence. Whatever you have to do it and offer it to the divine. Let the divine take the rest of the responsibility. Then bodily condition. Be independent of bodily condition. See, I was telling the children, I started 8th grade my exercises. There will be sick days when I am bedridden, still I will not leave. I went through heart surgery, open heart surgery. That day I am not able to move my body, any part, only my feet, toes I could move. I cannot lift my hand also. They cut the central bone and open like almera and handle inside. You cannot move anything the next day. At that day morning, only toe I could move. Half an hour I moved my toe so that I would not miss my exercise. Body is going to give problem. old age will come. So he was slowly was growing independent of it. I started in 1977. I joined Ramakrishna Math. Till today, I have not missed sitting at 5 o'clock. Now I am there in their house. In forest also, I lived alone 4.5 years. 5 o'clock I will be there. I tell the ashramites, if you don't see me at 5 o'clock there sitting, think that I am dead. With that absolute perfection we work. So, because body will demand, if you don't do exercise one day, next day says it's all right. You cannot do. You will give up for rest of the life. And that grit must be there to overcome the bodily demands. We will take care of it in every way. We love, we take care, but not be a slave of it. So, physical, bodily conditions, situations of life, and people around, it should not affect you. And once you start giving love to all, we have come to give, we have never come to take anything from this world. If you expect anything from anybody, you will become deen. You become lowly. No, your hand must be always like, take and go. You have love, give love. Don't expect somebody will love you. It's a wrong understanding.
To children, you said that you have to watch them. If they come with some negativity, they make us slowly have them go. How do we do to ourselves? Watch our own negative thoughts.
Yes. Main thing is, the mind intellect has wrong understanding that I am body, these things, I, mine and for me. From this you have to slowly release. You for you. I am living for sake of God, for sake of world. Life should not be limited to. You begin from the family. Marriage itself is a great sacrifice. After that, you cannot go alone. You cannot tell and go. You have to ask and go. So, how much your first surrender of freedom is getting married? No more. The rest of the ashrama people come. I ask them, "Will you stay tomorrow?" You can go. No, Swamiji. Their mustaches are tiny. So that I mind for me. Can you expand that family to the world? No. Feel everybody is your own. See, we did not leave the home and come away out of any problem. We had everything what we wanted more. But we cannot live in that small family holding on to everybody. Mine. We grow, overgrow. So, like fish, you bring and keep in a cup. When it grows to the full, it cannot move. You put it in a small trough. When it grows still bigger, you live in a tank. From there to river, as it grows, it is not innocent. It has no enmity or dislike or disgust. It cannot. It has become so small, it looks. So, expansion. Spirituality is expansion of consciousness, expansion of heart. Has your heart grown to love all? Or do you feel like mother is feeling? Can you sleep at night seeing the suffering of this world? There it comes. Today, this moment, eat 100 children are without one-time food and without education. When I saw children first, I first prayed for the children of the world. They are nicely being brought up. Parents are there. There are millions without parents, without food. That feeling, you must feel. We cannot do anything. You can just offer prayer. It's sufficient to feel for them. Your heart is expanded. That we have to cultivate. Then everything will smoothly move. Your whole life pattern, everything changes. Time is infinite and we are eternal. Nothing to worry.